What's up, fellow Deadites? Welcome to the GCap Recap. I'm Jeff, and today I'm going to be doing my first video game review here on the channel. And what better game to do my first review on than one that's adapted from one of my favorite horror franchises of all time. Yes, The Evil Dead. Evil Dead the game was released back a few days ago on May 13th, which is Friday the 13th. Nice little marketing ploy there. A few months ago, I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition collector set that not only came with the game, but came with a whole bunch of Evil Dead related merchandise and goodies, and I wanted to share all those with you. See if it was worth the price tag, and then I'm going to tell you all my thoughts on the game, as I was able to get to play it over the past couple days. But before I get started, I want to say hello to my current subscribers. What's up, fam? And for all of you new viewers, I want to welcome you to my channel. I was also nominated for Horror YouTuber for the month of May by Garrett over at Born to Be Rad. It's an excellent channel. A friend of mine before this whole YouTube thing started. Definitely go check out his channel if you haven't yet. Great guy, great channel. I'm just honored to be amongst the other nominees. I think they're great, so very excited. I left a link in the description below to his video. You just leave a comment saying you want to vote for me. If you want to vote for me, that's how it's done. And if you did, I'd really appreciate it. So with all that out of the way, without further ado, let's get capping. So luckily I did receive my package on Friday the 13th, so I was able to play that night, check out everything that was included. I'm going to go and run down and show you guys everything that we have. The first one you can see right away is it came with a t-shirt. So it's an Evil Dead, go up a little bit. Evil Dead the game t-shirt, and it has Ash on there, crossing his chainsaw hand and his the boomstick. Really cool. So it's a nice little throw-in that they had. But this is nothing. There's other way cooler stuff I want to show you guys right now. And there's obviously the game that it came with. And then there's this really cool case that contains some of the collectibles in there. It's Cheryl. It's Possessed Cheryl from the OG Evil Dead on the front of it. And you've got the bridge shot from part 2. Picture of the cabin. And then on the back, just very simply, Evil Dead the game. Let's pop this sucker open. First thing we got, and this is no big deal. I got a letter. Isn't this awesome? And the letter is just from Boss Teams Games, letting everybody that purchased this set know that the vinyl, the soundtrack of the game that was supposed to be sent, was not going to be included in this package and would be sent at a later date. They didn't want to cut corners. They wanted to make sure everybody got it on Friday the 13th. And while that was a cool little addition, it wasn't a deal breaker for me. There's a lot of other stuff in here I thought was a lot cooler anyway. They actually have a little make good in here for us to have in the meantime, and I'll get to that in just a second. So this is interesting. So this is a steelbook cover for your game. I do not, I have plenty of steelbook movies, but I don't have a steelbook for a game. I just don't. So now I do, and it's an Evil Dead one too. So there's Ash on the front. There's our band of survivors, as they're called in the game, on the back. That's actually very cool. So yeah, my first ever, I just documented my first ever video game steelbook. These postcards, it's just with different artwork on it. So here's a Kandarian razors. No shave gets closer. Henrietta and the cellar dwellers. It's like as if Henrietta had a band and they were playing that night. Nobi Realty. A visit Michigan postcard with the bridge ripped up and Ash screaming into the night, getting rid of bloodstains without damn spot. Now let's get on to some other stuff. So there's a second level to this case here. It has some stuff in it. There is an entire book, this giant book with artwork from the game. So it's look at that artwork. Take a look inside. Usually when I do these unboxings with you all, I'll show you every page. I mean, this thing must be over 100 pages. This'll take me a full hour to go through all of it. But in just skimming through it, it has a lot of artwork from the game. It has concept artwork. It has each of the characters that are in the game. I mean, man, this make a hell of a coffee table book. Yeah, this is a nice little addition that they got in. I'll actually read through this. I did not realize this book was going to be so gigantic. It's hardcover, and it's real nice. Pages are real nice too. I mentioned earlier about the company doing a make good for not being able to deliver the vinyl, the soundtrack on vinyl in enough time. Here is the artwork for what the soundtrack's going to look like, at least on the front. And they included on the back of this a digital download copy. So be able to listen to the soundtrack on all my mobile devices anyway. Totally fine. You know, I was only really getting the vinyl to display anyway, so it's actually nice. So it's actually nice they included that. Lastly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this. This thing's a monster. It is a poster. A huge Evil Dead the game poster. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you all of this. I'm going to try my best. This Evil Dead the game. It has artwork, and on the back, man, I could have used this the other night when I was playing it. So it has the cabin, and it has the caravan maps with all the locations, the landmarks that are in there. So that's actually pretty good. Finally, this is the coup de grace, the last piece I'm going to show you here. And I've not opened this yet. I'm going to open this with all of you. A replica from Evil Dead 2 of the Book of the Dead, and it's made by Trick or Treat Studios. And for all of you that have purchased items from Trick or Treat Studios before, you know these guys are legit. All their merchandise is on point, so when I saw this was going to be included, I went and bought this right away. I've always wanted something like this. Here's the front, so you can see what it looks like. And here's the back. So I'm really excited to see if this is going to be an actual just Book of the Dead, no frills, no BS. And here we go. Bound in human flesh, inked in blood. Oh man. So yeah. I mean, this is legit, just the Book of the Dead. No advertisements, just a true replica. This is freaking awesome. This is amazing. As an Evil Dead fan, I'm so excited. Oh, I've always wanted something like this. Like I've had one before for the DVD set of the original Evil Dead, but it's all kind of weird and puffy, and it's real small. Where this is the larger Evil Dead 2 / Army of Darkness version of the Kandarian book. This is my jam. This is amazing. I'm so glad I have this. Now I got to find a cool place to display this. This is not just something I'm going to put back. Wow, I haven't even gotten to the game yet. So I'm going to do that now. Give my thoughts on the game. For those of you who don't know, this is one of those PvPvE games that it's where you have a bunch of players that can play together online. Many of them are going to be the survivors or the good guys like Ash and Kelly and everybody like that. And then on the other side, one person will be a Kandarian demon and try to thwart our heroes from saving the day. But every online mission is pretty much the same. There's like a format, and it's kind of tough to play until you figure out what you're supposed to be doing, and then it makes sense, and you'll be able to put up a better fight. If you are a survivor, your goal is to locate all the pages of the Book of the Dead on the map. You have to use these clues, so they're not marked for you right away. You're constantly just being bombarded by demons. So you're doing all kinds of finishing moves on them and shooting them and trying to save your ammo, because ammo's pretty limited in the game. And finally, once you're able to get all the pages, and by the way, you only have 30 minutes to do this. So if you don't do it in 30 minutes, which very possible you might not, game ends. You die. Then after that, you have an unlimited time to defeat the Dark Ones. Once you're able to do that, you have a couple minutes where you have to defend the book, so that all the Kandarian demons and the evil bosses like evil Ash or Henrietta or whatever random one is selected will try to destroy the book. You got to fend them all off, and if you're able to do that, you win and you get XP points, and it's great. And on the flip side, if you play as the Kandarian demon, you pretty much try to stop the survivors and the heroes from doing all the stuff I just said. You possess certain elements of the map. You can possess certain players to attack each other. You can summon one of the bosses. There's that aspect as well if you want to be a baddie. I have yet to try that, but it looks like a lot of fun. I've only got to do it a little bit in the tutorial. So I haven't tried it in live action. So this game's mainly going to be an online multiplayer experience. Like, that's what it's known for, at least for right now. There are single player aspects of the game. There's no campaign, but there are these mini missions where you have to play without your friends, and this is a way to get more XP and to unlock characters like Pablo, different outfits for the characters. Like each one is a key moment in the Evil Dead franchise history that you have to beat. For example, the first story mission is that Ash has to dispose of Linda, and then there's some unlockables. Pretty hard. I've yet to do it. So I got a ways to go on that, but it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, but it's a little bit difficult. If you're looking for a sole single player campaign experience, you're going to be disappointed. I know that the team's next goal is to release the Kandarian Castle map from Army of Darkness. I don't know if there's going to be more characters or whatever released with that, but it's going to be the that castle, which that's going to be a pretty cool map. So my final verdict of the game itself, is it cap or is it crap? Well, you can rest easy, Deadites. I'm going to tell you right now my unbiased opinion that this sucker is for real. Certified cap. Cap plus, if you will. Especially the Ultimate Edition and all the stuff that came with it. One of the things I forgot to mention earlier was that if you did buy this, it comes with the Season Pass, so that anything else new that they develop for the game, you get for free. And also, you were able to get a... the Game of Friday the 13th had that special Jason that was made by Tom Savini. You can only get, there was like very limited. Yeah, I think you had to pre-order that game as well. And they never released it again as a paid DLC. Well, same thing with this. Tom Savini made his own version of Ash, which is pretty interesting. He's kind of mummified. It's like he's wearing some kind of makeup or something on his face, and his arms wrapped in barbed wire. Pretty awesome character. I mean, it's a very cool design. It makes no sense, but when you see him in the game, it looks pretty badass. Should I say badass? For the game itself, it's totally cap. I mean, it's just like the Friday the 13th game. You could tell there were real fans, people that were very interested in the game. I got on the pulse of what fans like as far as keeping everything in the universe. All the little intricacies and little Easter eggs around Evil Dead are all included in there. But again, if you're only interested in a single-player experience, you have those 8 or 10 missions. Other than that, it's pretty much going to be online only. But I'll tell you what, you want to play Evil Dead the game with the G-Re? Yeah, you can find me on the PlayStation Network, GCap2719. That's me. Hit me up. I would love to play with you guys. I have a feeling I'm going to be playing this one for a very long time. I'm extremely pleased with the end product, and they're still working out the kinks, so I can only imagine what's going to happen later. And that's it, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, shoot me a like, and leave me a comment. I want to see if you also were able to pick up the Ultimate Edition or the Survivor Edition, whatever the other editions are, and I would like to hear your thoughts about it. I'd also like to hear your thoughts about the game itself and what you think. And coming up this Thursday is going to be my interview with Dean Cameron that I did with him a few months ago. Really excited to finally upload this video for y'all to see. So make sure to check that out. It's this coming Thursday. And that's a wrap, guys. Like I always say, anytime you watch a GCap recap, you always have a seat at my bar. Till next time, make sure to be groovy.